Marking the last film of the View Askewniverse series that I still had yet to watch for the first time ever, Dogma is a film that I remember hearing about as a child and possibly saw a few clips here and there when it aired on cable television. It's hard to forget when your religious mother yells at you as an impressionable youth to stop watching the things that she considers to be trash. So I knew enough about the concept, but I never actually pieced together the fact that it was a branch of this bigger picture of the View Askewniverse until only recently. Dogma stars Ben Affleck as Bartleby, while Matt Damon plays Loki, two fallen angels that have been living on Earth for centuries after being abandoned by God. So they set out to have a going out party by essentially killing a bunch of sinners Old Testament style, and it's okay, right? Because they found a loophole that allows them to get back into heaven once they're all done. Meanwhile, a young woman who has long lost her faith is contacted by the voice of God to stop the fallen angels before it's too late. And along the way, she gets some help by a couple of prophets, one Jay and one Silent Bob. Holy apocalypse, blunt man! I for sure saw clips of this film in the past, and I remember thinking that the clips were funny, and they were. This has got to be my personal favorite View Askewniverse film out of the bunch. I said favorite, not best, because it's not for the connections to the universe as a whole. It's just the most cinematic film out of the collection. It has the strongest, most straightforward plot out of all of them, a surprising amount of mythological legends that both line up with the Bible in a satirical way, and some that felt mostly original, and a lot of fantastic, dark, blasphemous humor to pass around. So understandably, my mom hated it, and she wanted to shield me from its satanic ways, or something like that. Though, as with everything else that she's shielded me from, I've enjoyed it. What does that say about me? I don't know. So my main positives with this film mostly has to do with the movie itself, the story, the characters, and the mythology. It's a good, often darkly hilarious action fantasy adventure tale, and I actually only have one negative for it. Believe it or not, it's a hot take. It's Jay and Silent Bob. I know. It is blasphemy to say that for any View Askewniverse film, but I'm being honest. Either them or somebody else. The film is just overcrowded with all these different characters. They only served as slapstick comedic relief, but they weren't exactly needed. There was already humor in the film as is. Matt Damon was pretty funny, and so was the woman playing Bethany. That's because the style of humor in this movie specifically is dark, and Jay and Silent Bob's style clashes a little bit with that. And not only that, but like I said, there's too many characters, and our favorite duo isn't really doing much to further the story, while everybody else is incredibly important when it came down to drivers of plot. Now, apparently Kevin Smith wrote the script to this film even before he did for Clerks, and that would indeed make sense. At that point in time, Jay and Silent Bob weren't as big as they were when this film came out. They were side characters in Clerks. Go back and watch the movie. They didn't really do much of anything. They were comedic relief, they say a couple of funny things, but overall it was not a Jay and Silent Bob movie. They're only in the forefront in Dogma because by then they've essentially become the minions in Despicable Me. The lovable characters that say stupid stuff, do stupid unrealistic stuff, and make everybody laugh in the process. I did, however, say that it was a minor complaint because I felt that their presence didn't hinder anything too terribly. The end result's still mostly what I imagine it was supposed to be all along, so there's not really a lot to complain about. My favorite Askewniverse film when it comes specifically to the connections and how I view the universe as a whole, so far at least, is Clerks 3. But I do need to revisit Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and of course Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, as both will hold a lot of meta and other connections that at this point I should be able to recognize when I couldn't in the past. So the movies might actually be a lot better than I remember them being at this point. Well, only time will tell. But guys, what did I rate this film? A B, which is a pretty fair, decent score at the end of the day. You know, it could be miles better, it could also be trash if it wanted to be. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I thought it was pretty fun, though I was a little bit confused as to why Matt Damon was playing Loki when Loki's a Norse god, not an angel god. I don't know. But that's it, guys. What did you think about Dogma? Let me know in the comment section down below if you've seen it. If you've seen all of the View Askewniverse films, let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know how you would rank them all. Next time you'll see me talking about this will be with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I'm very curious on how I'm going to feel about them now that I've seen everything else. Because in a way, they just keep traveling the multiverse. Apparently, they just end up everywhere. So we'll see. I'll catch you guys next time. Remember to hit the like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with those reviews. And until then, peace out.
Dogma, dogma, a journey